Right, guys, I am your host, Christina Carmel, and welcome to VIP Unlocked on the Carmel Show. Now, I have two special guests with me today, different. We have a superstar boxer, #1, South London's finest, John Harding Jr. What's good, man?
Yes, I'm good, man. I'm just happy to be here, and I can't wait to get some words.
Can't wait to chop it up with me. And then we have a fitness influencer, Miss Sexiness herself, entrepreneur, money maker, cash machine. We all trying to get money like her, Miss Natalie Barnett. How are you, girl?
I'm good, sis. Thank you for having me on.
Good. I'm so glad that you two are here. I'm so happy to have you. I think this is going to be a great show.
100%.
I can't wait.
It's going to be all things like fun. So let's start with you, John.
Yes.
So I want to kind of get into a quote that you said, and you said, before you answer, we're going to play a clip, but before that, you know, you said Dillian Whyte gave you a lifeline.
Yeah.
Right, and he changed your life. So let's play the clip, and then we'll dive right into that, and we'll talk about it.
For now, you know, on all serious note, that's gonna mean a lot. You know, me, you know, bringing the belt to the hoods, to the boxing schools, to the schools, to people that knew me, to people that knew me when I used to smoke weed. You know what I mean? Like, to show them, listen, it's possible. It is possible. Believe in yourself. Don't let no one. If I believed what people said to me, and when I came out of prison, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. You have to consistently just keep believing in yourself. And when you fail, go again. Failure is a part of success.
Please welcome the pest, John Hard Knocks Harding Jr.
Yes, my G.
You know me, I come to the room with maximum violence and tension.
I'm just like, you know, kind of.
That's how we like to do our guests.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
The South Londoner, formerly from the wrong side of the tracks. He spent half of the first decade of his adult life behind bars, but his inner spirit, dedication, his discipline through the help of boxing and its structure have turned things totally for John Harding Jr.
So Dillian Whyte gave you a lifeline. How did he change your life? What was that like?
Just kind of just watching that, just gave me a flashback of things, and kind of gave me a thing of just knowing where I've come from and the struggle to get in there. And the lifeline was just the opportunity to showcase myself, my talent, you know, to just give me that kind of audience, to put a light on my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just as I said, you know, to come out of prison and not have, like, you've got a dream and direction, and there's so many doors closed, and someone just points to a door and gives you that lifeline, and just things just fall into place. So that's why I'm always thankful to him. And at the same time, like I said there, it's all about self-belief,
The
mindset, and it was such a quote, like I just said there. Like, if I listened to what people said, you know what I mean? Everyone's always got their own opinion, their own thing, but it's what you say about yourself. And one of the most powerful things is the conversation you have with yourself, because that's what you wake up to, that's what you go to sleep to, you know what I mean? So you have to always pump yourself. Every day I have to just continuously pump myself, you know what I mean? Like I said, little things, getting up to run. I'm tired, I want to stay in, but I have to tell myself, like, this is it, this is what I do, this is normal. Get used to it, body, and then hit the road. So it's just giving me a total different lifeline. Like I said there, he's just
shout out to him. Shout him out, man.
Big up Dillian Whyte. No, my brother.
Give it his props. One thing I did kind of notice as well, and I don't know if you noticed it as well, Natalie, but from I don't want to say I have an issue, but sometimes the commentary, when it comes to like some of your entrances and even like some of your fights, the commentary was a bit like when he said coming from the wrong side of the tracks. I was like, not necessary. Like, or just like emphasizing the fact that you have been to prison or you have like had struggles. Like, why do we have to talk about that as a black man all the time? Like, what do you think about the commentary?
You know what, I can understand the point where you're from, but then I have to understand the kind of, they've never been part of that lifestyle. And they're just talking about the story itself. You know, it's to them it's just a wonderful story. To me, like, I just think, oh, it's normal.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of normal of just growing up in the estate. To me, that was normal. Selling drugs, that was normal. If you know what I mean. But to them to actually see that, and people as well to see me come out and change it, they make it something. And that's the way they described it. And for me, like I used to kind of be at first kind of shy to talk about that stuff. Like, I've been in prison. I just can't, because everyone looks at you different.
Of course.
It's like as soon as they don't know, they just look at you different. And it's like, I used to be kind of scared. Then I just started talking about it, and I know, you know, the way they portray it, but then I look at what the messages I get from the public, the constant messages, the upliftment, and to know, just like that scene there, the power it does to people and what it can do and make them believe. Then I don't really, I don't know, I don't see it in a bad light. I don't look
I get it, but like for me, it's like, it's not every day though. It's like not every fight you're gonna walk out and we must be hearing that, like from the wrong side of the tracks, like drug dealer, drug lord, fucking Pablo Escobar type.
No, I can fully understand it. You know, it'd be nice to focus on.
Can you not say it?
But that's.
No, can you say it to them though? Like before, like I don't know, like before the pre-fight.
I don't know if I can go to listen, Sky, listen, Steve, listen.
Yeah, like,
do not say about prison.
Why can't you take full control over your narrative?
I can understand that. Do you know what I mean? But that might be something how they just, you know, there could be a new viewer. Because you need to understand your story is always new to someone else.
But then you get tired.
I get tired, but then I get used to it. If you know what I mean, in terms of like, it's the journey.
I get, yeah.
It's the journey, you know what I mean? I'm not getting tired, it's the journey, because that has always been a question. Because people, if someone hasn't lived that life, they want to know how it was, how did you change? How is it? Oh, they're so interested, because there's not many people can say they've, you know, been in a prison with lifers around them than walking out on Sky TV. Do you understand what I mean? True. So to someone, if we just take away that bad story and keep talking about the good, sometimes it's a limelight to someone like, listen, whatever you're going through, you can get through it, because I did it. You know what I mean? And anytime I feel I'm in a situation and I can't overtake it, David Goodin talks about it as the cookie jar. So my thing will be like, damn, I was in a prison, so, you know, I was with lifers, and I've got through it. So why can't I get through this problem now? You understand what I mean? That's something I've always reverted to. So even when just seeing that and I'm seeing myself.
How was that?
It touched me. If you know what I mean, I'm like, raw, because I don't really watch myself as much. So when I looked at it, I was like, wow, you know what? Because sometimes you have to tell yourself, you know what, I'm doing good.
Facts.
I'm doing all right. Yeah. Today's gonna be a good day. And tomorrow's gonna be even better day. You know what I mean? There's things you have to. So on a positive note of that, it's just like really just a progression, the journey, and you need to know where you've been, to know where you're going to. You need to be able to dig in that pain, relive that pain in your head, so that it makes you go further. Right. Anytime you feel the pain now, when you feel pain now and you think, hold on, I've been through this pain, I can get through this easily. You know what I mean? So. For me, I think it is vital to remember the pain, because the pain is not pain, suffering's not suffering. It builds you. It builds it strengthens you. I don't look at it as pain. I don't look at suffering as suffering. I don't look at it, I'm in a hard time. No, what can I learn through? I thank every hard time. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for the suffering. You know what I mean? Just like people want to kind of get into shape, but they need to understand you have to visit suffering. You know, suffer for 1 hour a day, just suffering. You know what I mean? And someone might hear the word suffering and think, no, suffering's good. You know what I mean? So you build from it. So
what has been, would you say, the hardest point of your journey so far?
Ooh, I think there was 2 points. When I was standing in court and they said guilty, my chest wanted to collapse. I wanted to collapse. I said, Lord, take me now. I even tell them, can we start again, please? Can we? It was,
What is that feeling like? Because, you know, I know a lot of people go through it, standing in court, and then the judge goes, 10 years.
Because they're telling you about something. Like they were talking, in my kind of case, they were talking about I'm the leader,
Okay.
And this, and it's like, they're telling you, they haven't lived a life of it, but they're telling you and telling the jury, this is what he does, And it's like, you don't really have a proper say because I've got someone talking for me.
Yeah.
They're not, you know what I mean?
your
To them it's a
actions,
game.
yeah.
'Cause when afterwards they're gonna go and drink tea and sit and talk to each other. It's a game to them. You know what I mean? So when you're there and just the end of it and it's like, all right, time to hit the verdict and you're just like, please Lord, please, you're just shivering. You're just shaking, you're just looking. And one of the member of jury, they asked him, how do you find? And the way the guy was so quick to reply, he didn't even give me like 30 seconds to breathe. He just, how do you find it? Guilty. He was like, guilty. He said, I said, oh my God. I just said, hey. It's like, I was standing up, but my spirit just said, Lord. Just sat down and said, hey.
Oh my God.
That was
and that's a real life feeling, and it's a very, very deep feeling. And you know, I think with like it's so good what you were saying about like embracing the pain, embracing the struggle, having that dedication. Because Miss Natalie, obviously you have a fitness brand. How is that? Because I feel like for females, fitness is so much different for us than it is for men. I think we need to like have some, because like working out is long. Like, let's keep it real. And a lot of girls don't keep it real. Like, a lot of girls will be like, yeah, like slim waist, thick thighs and stuff. But to physically get up every day and work out, let's be real, it's long. It's not what they put on Instagram. So how do you do it?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't work out every day. I think that's the thing. I think when girls think about training and working out, in their head it's an everyday thing. But really and truly, no one needs to work out every day. So even for me, like, if I slack and I don't beat myself up about it. Like, I'll get up and train, and I'll train, and then if 1 week I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. So I don't really push myself. But I think at the same time, I know what my goals are, and I know that the only way I'm going to get there, like you said, is through suffering, like 1 hour a day, and then you get to your goals. And I just think, again, when you mention this to girls, they're like, oh, my days, I have to train. It's just all this pent up like anxiety and all this like, oh, I've got to do it, and then they just don't train, and they don't suffer, and they don't get to their goals. So I think, yeah, for me personally, I have quite a laid back approach to fitness, but it's like, I also know what my goals are, and I know I've got to train to get there, type of thing. So
slow but consistent.
Yeah, like I'm still consistent with everything, even my fitness brand. Like, if it takes however long to execute it, that's how long it takes.
How long have you been doing it for?
My YouTube channel will be 3 years in April.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 years in April. Yeah, 3 years in April. Yeah,
it is really good.
And the same with like fitness influencing. But yeah, it's been a slow process, but I don't really. Well, I say it's been a slow process, but people say I grew really quickly. But
yeah, because those 3 years, if I look at 3 years and I look at your numbers, I'm like,
yeah,
the numbers is high. Like,
so as well, the pandemic helped my YouTube channel a ton because gyms closed, and then like subscribers, everyone's trying to work out at home. So in terms of that, but again, the consistency was always there for me. I never really went like a week without uploading. So I always knew in my head, yo, like if you start this.
So was you training every day though?
Like actual, like go to the gym and stuff?
I don't know, like in training, like home training,
anything?
anything?
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I would say about 3-4 times. Like,
a week?
Yeah, like it doesn't need
every
to be,
week.
Depends on your goals though, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I used to do a 100-meter sprint, so my upper body is quite toned. So I don't focus on it as much because it doesn't really need work. Yeah. So for me, it's like lower body 3 times a week.
100-meter sprint?
Yeah.
How many seconds can you get?
12.36.
Jeez!
Can you relate?
You have to take it to the thing. Wait,
do you know what? This pairing is so good, and we were talking about this pairing because I feel like you two together makes sense because here we have like a professional boxer, and then here we have a fitness influencer, and I think, but if we're being honest, I feel like not she could do what you do, but
she can do it about 12 seconds in the race. I'll feel away.
I feel like the correlation between you two is very, very similar. It's just that obviously you're a male, you do boxing, and obviously she does fitness, but I feel like you lot should like do a race. I feel like you should. What were we talking about? Yeah, so we were on the phone yesterday, and we were going through your Instagram. I told you this when you were going through your Instagram.
I was going through the Instagram and said,
and he was getting so excited. Like, she's what's it? She's deadlifting.
Yeah.
She's deadlifting. She's doing it. And he was like setting. And I suppose like I would love to see you two work out together because I feel like you would struggle.
100.
The thing is that one thing I wanted to jump into as well.
For me, I probably will, you know.
I always wanted to try boxing, man. Like, I think it's so important for girls to even be able to just defend themselves in that sense. So 100% we need to link up.
I definitely.
Teach me a few things.
Boxing's more. I don't know. When I'm boxing, I feel that freedom. I don't know. Away from pain. It sounds
because
crazy.
you're hitting. So for every hit, it's like...
For one, boxing brought a lot of love in my life. As soon as I jumped in, people saw me spar, I would take people's eye, they would look at me like, wow, this guy can fight, this guy's got heart. And that's kind of what got me kind of signed. They saw me jump in with the big man, and people were like, what the heck? You know what I mean? So it's the self-discipline and that it gives, and the dedication. That feeling when you've done the training, you know that feeling when you feel accomplished? You might like feel, oh my God, I've got to train. But there's nothing like after you felt left of suffering, you're like, you feel good, so. Yeah,
nah, I wouldn't even say it's just the boxing, I think it's genuinely just the training. Like, I wake up in the morning and I'm excited to go to the gym. Like,
really?
All the time.
Is there a moment where you're not though?
No, like the gyms being closed has affected me differently because like that's I think because YouTube and influencing is all at home, so me leaving my yard is going to the gym. That's when I leave my house. So for it to be closed, it's like I'm really just stuck. But nah, man, it's part of the routine.
Well, there's no day you've never felt not to go to the gym?
There's been a few days. It's rare.
Oh,
it's rare for me because I just love training, and that's why I'm building the gym because it's like that's everything I love to do. Like that's.
Like for me, I love training, but there is days where I don't feel, I do it because I don't feel to.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean? Like, who wants to run at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock?
Yeah. No.
But I do it because there's not many people doing it, and I don't want to, but I know of where the suffering's gonna get me. So then I have to do that, like I said, that voice in my head, the body, get up. This is normal. You're not tired, this is normal. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's how we program. So, like I said, my main thing is because sometimes I don't want to train 2-3 times a day. I don't want to do it. After I've done the first session, I think I just want to chill. But then there's the goal that I want to get to. So.
And so talking about the goals, so obviously with your brand, Natalie, you've managed to, we can now call you an entrepreneur of your business, and you've managed to build this business right up. To the point where you came on, you did a YouTube channel and you said that you made, is it 50,000?
Yeah.
From your brand?
Yeah.
How the bumbarati did you do that?
Wow. Do you know what it is, with me, I built up my following base, and I built up my following base before I released merchandise. So I knew that I would have the followers, and then they would do the promoting for me. Because if everyone has it, or if people are buying it, other people want to jump on the bandwagon. So I know how people work in terms of like cheap marketing. Like if people see people buying, they're gonna buy it. Do you know what I mean? And that, with a lot of girls, that's how they do stuff as well. Like on TikTok and everything, they're like, oh, where'd you get this from? Where'd you get this from? And then everyone else is asking because that person is asking. So I just knew that if I build up my base and release merchandise, it would just skyrocket. And that's how it did. Like I was just packaging orders every day, like on my floor in my accommodation, and then
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, so we're gonna talk about, I'm telling you. So we're gonna talk about marketing, because I think the biggest thing that I took from your video is that you have a proper marketing strategy, and you did your research, you collected your data. So let's play the clip. Can we play the video, and then we'll talk a little bit about
working on it. It was already in the works, and I thought, okay, cool, maybe I should do pre-orders for my guide. So I told everyone on my Snapchat, everyone on my social media, guys, January 1st, 2018, I'm dropping my beauty guide. Yeah, you guys need to cop this ASAP. So I said, okay, cool. Anyone that pre-orders before January 1st, 2018 will get the guide first. That was a marketing technique. I also said the first 20 people to pre-order can get it for $11.99 instead of the full price, $14.99. That was a marketing technique. So this was like December 13th or like mid-December. And my phone started blowing up, and so many girls were popping up like, okay, can I have your PayPal? Can I have your bank details? Like, take my email, like, let me pre-order. And guys, I had never seen money like that. Like, £15 was just rolling into my account over and over again. Like, it was insane. Before January 1st, I think I had about 210 pre-orders. So obviously, the first 20 were $11.99, but the rest of them were £15, the full price. So it was just crazy. And what I want you guys to take from that little segment is the marketing technique of it, because obviously by me saying that the first 20 will get it for $11.99, and me saying that if you pre-order, you'll get it first, and if you don't, then you'll get it a couple of days after, it creates a demand. People will want to give you their money because there's a demand for it. Okay, cool.
Right. And I love that. That's like so many gems. And I think like when you were talking about marketing, I was just like, yes, you get it, because you've done your research and you figured out what your people and what your core fan base, what they want.
Yeah.
And then it's like supply and demand.
I think with a lot of influencers, they don't talk to their audience. Like anyone that knows me, you can pop up on Snapchat, I'm going to reply to you. So I always converse with my followers, so I know how they work and I know their techniques when it comes to buying. Like when they ask me certain questions, I'm like, okay, cool. So I knew that if I was like, okay, 20 people, $11.99 or whatever, because of the demand, because girls know that I've already got a following as well, they're like, all right, send me your back, like, what can I do? Let me get it. And then so I said 20 initially, and then it went over 20, and I just extended it, but I never told anyone I extended it. So people are still thinking, okay, I gotta be the first 20, but I've extended it. So they don't even know that more people are doing it, more people can come on board.
What is it you're selling? What is it?
So I sell workout guides, so like email, like PDFs. So they buy it and it's emailed to them straight away.
And what's in the guide? Is it like a strategic?
Yeah, so it's a 6-week guide, like 7 exercises per session, and then there's like beauty building tips and like a bit about diet and a bit about just like the core things that people need to reach their goals.
What sold the most?
Oh, the first guide, the beauty guide.
The beauty one, didn't hear.
And we were
oh yeah,
And like, even that, like some people will call their guide glute guide, but I call it beauty guide, like beauty building guide, because people straight up, that's what it is.
Fact.
Your mum's ass, baby.
That's exactly when we saw your page. I just thought, boy, bam.
But wait, yeah. So I was gonna get into that. I'm glad you brought it out because you knew I was gonna say it. So we was on your page yesterday. And you know, he was like scrolling through your page and he was like, all I see is bum, like bare bum. And he would be like talking about a picture and I'd be like, where? And he'd be like, scroll down, go left. And we were like proper analysing your page. And he was just like, yeah, a lot of your pictures is like bum heavy based. Is that deliberate? What is that 100%. About, girl?
Because, like I said, when I converse with people, no one asks me about upper body. Everyone's saying to me like, oh, like how do I grow my glutes? How do I go? And it's like a common thing. It's naive to ignore the fact that most girls want a small waist and a big bum. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to provide you. I could sell an upper body guide. I've been doing it for 3 years and I've never sold an upper body guide because that's not what people ask me about. I could go and release it, but the sales of it will be significantly lower than the rest because that's not what they want. And like I'll release like upper body videos on my YouTube channel, and then people that want to train it will train it, but I won't sell one as of yet because I know what sells. Like girls just want a big bum. Like, and a lot of fitness influencers say to me like, oh, you should like release an upper body guide or you should focus more on like full body stuff. And I'm like, I know my audience. They don't want to do that. Like, I know they want to train their lower body and that's it. So all my videos, even my YouTube channel, everything is lower body. My Instagram videos, my TikToks, everything's lower body because I know that's what they want.
So how do you really, okay, so 2 questions. How do women weight gain? Because I think a lot of girls want to weight gain and don't know how to do it, what foods to eat. And then how do you train your lower body properly?
So in terms of weight gain is really about increasing your calories and weight training. So using weights at the gym and then progressive overload, which is increasing the weights you're using over time. So a lot of girls will say to me, oh, I've been doing squats, I've been doing it for like with a 20 kg barbell for about 2 weeks and I'm seeing no difference. And that's because you haven't increased the weight. Your muscles have got used to that 20 kg barbell and you can't gain anything.
So when do you change it?
So I change mine I try and go up a weight about every 2 sessions or like every session. Okay. But that's not like increasing 5 kg. It could be as small as like 2.5 kg. Okay. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be drastic, but that's how you build it up. Yeah, so every 2 sessions I'll like...
Well, what about if a woman, she's got no bum, like it's fat, and she's come to you, can she, is there a chance, can she build into that bum?
Actually, before you answer that, can we put up the picture, then you can explain to us how you can answer that question.
Yes.
So can we put up the picture? Right, so talk us through, so answer John's question then. And talk us through how can you get from...
Is this you?
Yeah, so how can we get from here to here? But obviously, is this exactly 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I literally just said, with me, I'm quite a picky eater, so I increased my calories a tiny bit by about 200, I'd say, but my main thing was protein shakes and high protein foods. If you're not getting protein in, you're not building muscle.
I thought it was like fufu that done this.
Can we show the other picture as well?
This is, so protein shake done this.
Protein and weight training, like deadlifts.
Right, okay, so this is before and this is 5 weeks after.
Yeah.
No way. Is this you again?
No. This is someone I bought my guide. So again, in my guide, I speak about the protein shake to take. One of them is about 650 calories per shake. So if you're eating...
What's it called?
Weight Gainer Blend and Extreme Gainer Blend by My Protein. And obviously I'm partnering with My Protein, so that's what my followers know. They know I'm partnering my protein. They will buy it because I'm affiliated with it. So, but yeah, in terms of just gaining, it's literally about increasing your calories, protein, and weights. That's literally the 3 things. If you're doing those 3 things,
increasing your calories, proteins, and weights.
Protein and weights is literally all you need. But
John is impressed.
Wow, that's like a magic trick there.
So I think 5,020 girls have my guides. So yeah.
Did you just say that's a magic trick?
Yeah.
I just heard what you.
That's like a voila.
Can we go back to the other picture?
Like,
Sorry, we're all just trying to.
3 times.
Yes, that's why I did protein shake. I was back in like 2 a day. I was like, listen.
So you were taking it twice a day?
Yeah, and like I would wake up in the morning, like breakfast would be something to do with protein, like eggs or whatever. Go to the gym, have the shake after, and then take another shake before bed. So it was, not a lot of people.
Was you going hard with the training though?
Yeah, like when I first went to the
bam.
gym, I was because if you overdo it, it has a reverse effect.
Yes.
If you overdo it, what?
So some people think if they train more, then it works, but rest is equally as important as the training.
Oh, right.
So if you're training every day, your muscles can't rest and they're not gonna grow. Yeah. So you can't overdo it. But when I first signed up to the gym in like I don't even know now. But yeah, when I first signed up, I was in the gym for like 4 hours. I was overdoing it. Like, I was so excited. So I was going hard from day one. Like, that's how I managed to grow. But yeah, but again, you don't need to. You need to be in the gym like full lower body, like 3 sessions a week, and that's all you need. So
and just be consistent with it. So what's your routine like then, John? Because his ass looking like that.
Trying to get that.
Trying to get them
I'm sorry.
them assets.
No, for me, it depends. I try to train 2 to 3 times a day. So it'll be like a morning run, midday. So morning run, maybe early hours of the morning, 3, 4, 5. Come back, rest, 12 o'clock. Might go to the gym, do strength and conditioning, 10 o'clock maybe. Then in the evening, do boxing.
Wow.
I mean, so that'll be
and you keep
routine.
the discipline.
Yeah, Monday to Friday.
I feel like your kind of training is way more strategic. Do you know what I mean? Like with me, it's just weight training. I don't really do that cardio and all that, or like running and stuff.
Okay.
I think I think obviously with boxing and stuff, it's very strategic.
I do strength. Okay, with the weights will be certain things like strengthening the rotator cuff. Yeah, because that's what we're using constantly. So staying on that and certain athletical movements that will help us in able to do certain punches in the ring. So everything is done strategic and everything. I can say everything's kind of more done for me, so I have my conditioner tell me this, and we're doing this, we're doing that. But at the same time, I make sure I go to my physios, physio sessions, and get my body repaired. Cryotherapy, ice baths. You know about cryotherapy? It's like an ice.
Okay.
I know, like I blew her up, innit? Like, no, but because I'm not able to consistently always go like it's a lot of training intensity. So for me to able to do that, I have to stay on top of my protein intake, like you said, and also I get like therapy. So I'll be an ice chamber. I stay in there, and it's like I stay in there for 3 minutes, and it's like goes to like minus 140 degrees.
Jesus.
Very cold after, just mentally just stand there, but I think of the benefits it's doing, and so it just helps repair my body so I can continuously.
I think the difference is like your training is for something. My approach to fitness has always been laid back, and a lot of what I do is for the aesthetic. Like me building my lower body, it will never really be used for anything.
So when you go on that beach, you're just
it's used for the pictures of like pow.
literally them angles.
Bust it. It's just that.
But like you have to build that for something, because it's like boxing won't. Whatever,
I think then, and I feel like with fitness, I think if you're not doing it for something, I feel like that's where people fall off, because you're just doing it, and then it's like after a while, what am I doing this for? Let me just go eat pizza and mind my business.
That's what I'm saying. But I think so unless you really have a passion for it, if you're just doing it and you don't really have any goals, then you will slack. But with me, like I said, I get excited to go to the gym, so the likelihood of me slacking is slim anyway, because like I love to do it.
It's like you have to make it a lifestyle. Like there's times like a lot of people, especially in boxing, they only train when they've got a scheduled fight. You know what I mean? So I've had to put in myself, no, this is a lifestyle. This is me. I don't want to just be a civilian. No, I'm making this. No, this is me. So I just keep going, and I, for me, I just want to be a person that was from nothing to something. Never stopped achieving. So it is a mental thing. It's mentally. That's why not everyone does it. No one could actually keep revisiting the pain, revisiting the suffering for the hours.
And so what's the sports industry like in terms of like friendships, and is it like the music industry where it's like everybody's cool but it's just like
nah, you know what, in sports we're more friendly, you know what I mean? We're more, and that was the difference. I remember one of my boxing friends, he said, right, he went to a music show. And he said, like, when everyone was performing, he said they were good, but no one was showing like courtesy to the people. Everyone's standing up or just showing for their own people. And he was confused. He actually said to me, why? Like, us as boxers, we see someone that's good, like, yo, we hit them up and we follow them. And what can we get sparring? Have you got, you know what I mean? Or someone might message me, oh, yeah, that physio you use good. Oh, what, you want his number?
Yeah.
It's a lot different, and that's what I found out with the boxing world. If we can throw a rope down, you know what I mean, we will do it. But in the music, I don't know what it is, there's something where people like to act at a certain way, or Hollywood, or just... Yeah,
I would almost say competing, but then it's the same thing you guys do anyway. It's competition, so why is it more friendly on that side of the field than it is the other?
It is very...
Who's really like friendly? Who have you met that's like really cool? Like...
I have to think. That is really
Have you ever
cool.
met Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
What's he like?
He was very cool. In Saudi Arabia, I met him.
Oh. What you doing in Saudi?
When he was fighting again for the rematch, I met him. He was humble. I could see he was just focused.
He's mad
no
tall.
trim. He had no trim.
He's so tall.
When I first met him, it was at back in the day. There was a London squad training. I actually jumped in the ring with him and done a kind of movement with him.
Yeah.
And this was like kind of years ago, and that's what kind of spurred me on, because he just kept at it. So when I went inside and come back out, I just and there. But he was, he was just kind of, he's very humble. He's very humble, and when I saw him in Saudi Arabia, it was him bouncing back, because you know in life, everyone takes, how can I say, takes a downfall, which he did, and he just humbled himself and bounced back.
So obviously you had your fight, and what is your bounce back like? How are you like encouraging?
My bounce back is just to continuously keep going, knowing that failure is a part of success.
Right.
Failure is a part of making it in life. You know, I watch so much people, like I said, I watch a lot of basketball players, Michael Jordan, and you see the way that he hugged that trophy when he won it.
Yep.
But he hugged it because of failure.
Yeah.
He visited failure many times. Kobe Bryant, failures. One time Kobe Bryant shoots 7 times and misses completely, let down the whole team. But because of that, that's what made Kobe.
Yeah.
Failure is what makes you, and that's what people don't realize. They feel failure and they stop and they think, oh no, it's not working. No, it's part of the process. Just like when a young child tries to walk, fall over, keep walking, fall over, keep walking, then they're walking. So that's what just keeps me going. It's just like, it's part of the process. I believe I'm going to be great. I believe I'm going to be an unstoppable force. You know what I mean? And my main thing is just to be that the day I leave this earth and I go upstairs and they say, listen, I couldn't keep up with you. You was just too much. You fulfilled over your potential, and that's what keeps me going.
That is amazing. And so with you, Natalie, obviously, you've got your gym. How is that going? Where are we at?
So, yeah, we're in the very, very early stages. So I got my business plan back like 2 days ago. So that's got like my financial forecast. So like at least now I can literally visually see how much I need to get started, what the revenue is going to look like, the profit, etc. If I need to seek investors. So yeah, so the next step for me, like I said, is to get investors or like a bank loan or something to like obviously cover like the leasing. And
talk to the camera. Talk to the camera, right?
She's there.
But yeah, so yeah, that's the next stage. Investors, sorting out the building, sorting out the lease, equipment, the expenses.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in the very early stages, but that's where we're at right now.
So in terms of a name, have you thought of a name? You had a name, John.
What, Booty? Oh, Bum Bum. Oh, yeah.
Not everyday Booty.
Bum Bum.
But you had a name for the gym yesterday.
I did have it, but I forgot it.
What
now.
was it? It wasn't. It was.
Was it something to do with my name? No.
I was gonna say Nat Bum. It wasn't Nat.
It was Nat Bum. Yeah, Nat
Bum's gym or something. Something.
I haven't even thought. Yeah, so
Wild.
I'm torn between like 3 names because my business consultant was saying, oh, you should put NataleeBfitness somewhere in the name or try and like wordplay it because that's my brand. You know what I mean? Everyone knows me by that. So I'm trying to.
What's it? Bit Fitness.
NataleeBfitness. So my surname's Barnett. Yeah, so that's what.
Oh, the B for the Barnett.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. It might be a wordplay on like NBF or NataleeBfitness, or just something entirely different and just have it associated with my name. Like,
I think you should keep it as your name. You know?
I know. There's so many.
Bfitness.
Yeah, something like that. I just need it to like have a ring to it because obviously I'm going to franchise and go. So I want it to be like, oh, what gym do you go? Oh, I go. Do you know what I mean?
I go to NataleeBfitness. Yeah.
Yeah. So I need it to have a ring to it.
It can definitely work. I think it can definitely work. Have you got any advice for her? Well, you know, she's a big entrepreneur though.
Yeah, she's.
50
I need advice from her.
That's what he said yesterday. I was like, well, have you got any advice for her? Because obviously she does sports and stuff. He was like, no, she should be advising me, but she really she got more. No, but any.
It's just being consistent and continuing what she's doing and just don't limit yourself. You just like the best plan. What you just said is that you want to build a franchise and grow it. And you just said about Birmingham, Manchester. So you're ready. See what it's in your mind. It's in your mind. Just like I can say every little thing in life, like the camera. Someone invented it in their mind. They thought, oh, how can I build this thing? Or how can I build this light? They failed many times to build this light, but it's on. So when you just said it in your head, it's yours. It's there. You just gotta suffer for it.
I definitely agree. And so you have your merch.
Yes.
Where's mine?
Oh yeah. Sis. Wait.
You're not on time, guy. You're not on time.
Voila! Look, I come in like a drug dealing bag there.
No,
Okay.
stop telling that narrative.
Okay, listen.
What do we have here?
I got for both of you. Sweatbands when you're snapping and you're shooting.
You get a bag.
You don't have to. When you're training, you don't have to do that no more. Like, the sweatbands got it already.
Oh yes.
And we've got some face masks.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying?
thank you.
The JHJ Mac. Come on. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely.
So where can people get this and where can people find all your merchandise and stuff?
Hit me up by the time you watch this. The website should be ready.
Yeah.
But other than that, just hit me up on the DM. You get what I'm saying? Am I looking at the right camera?
She's looking at that camera.
Yeah, and hit me up on the DM anyway. Yeah. John Hardy Jr. First Superstar, and I'll get back to you. And yeah.
And do you know when your next fight is going to be, or not yet?
Could be looking at some. I'm hearing that crowds could be back. You know
that's what they're saying.
So it's looking like I'm thinking like May earliest.
And guess what, guys? Everyone in the building gets a ticket.
Yes.
Everyone in the back is like, yes.
No, of course, man. Of course, everyone's welcome here, man. Do you know what I mean?
What, ticket free though, rude boy?
I got you. I got everyone on it. So that's it, man.
And what about you, Natalie? What can we look forward to? Your brand? When's the gym coming? Can we get a free pass? Come on.
Oh, 100%. I was even going to say, one thing I want to do in my gym is some kind of like self-defense boxing classes.
Yeah.
I might need you to come.
You might need me like, whoa, shoot.
Teach people a thing or two. But yeah, no, 100%. So, the gym thing though, like in the middle of this pandemic, I wouldn't be able to open a gym if it was made right now. So it's all up in the air. Hopefully like 2022. If I can, like,
you heard it here.
Honestly,
guys.
fingers crossed. Like, hopefully 2022. But yeah, I always got a new guide in the works. I've already got new stuff in all the time. So just
And where can people get your guide as well?
Yeah, so you can get it at the link in my bio. So at NatalieBarnett_ is probably the best place for you to go look. But yeah, so I've got a new website coming, so everything will be on there soon. But for now, link in my bio.
Amazing. So we've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Guys. It's been an absolute pleasure to have these two on the show. Thank you to John Harden Jr. Coming in there. Let's get ready to rumble. I've always wanted to do that.
You can be a commentator still.
Come on, new business venture.
And obviously, Miss Natalie, I appreciate you guys for coming through.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
It has been lit. Thank you so